down and speaking up. Alright. So, recently, yesterday, actually, someone played Gods. So, this guy called Cartoonz, he played our game. So, this is our game. You kind of run around as guards and you arrest perps. Your job is to clean up the streets. You're a bunch of maverick SWAT team like guards running around, and there's various levels and loads of weapons, and you can throw and you can shield and you can do all kinds of things. And so that's the idea. So what we're doing today, since this guy played this and it has like 151,000 views and a bunch of billions of subscribers, so thanks to that Cartoonz and H20Delirious for playing. And what I wanted to do was sort of like just talk about Gads. So Gads was started about 9 months ago. Me and a friend decided we wanted to make a game. Got permission from work, things like that, to like do something in the downtime to come up with a way to make some revenue on the side. And so I got this like log of everything that I've worked on this project, all these things, all those months are all logged up, and so one day I'll sort of like do a review on the things that took the longest and sort of like go more into the game development. But for now, what I want to do is, because we're working on an update, we've got a new update where the levels are procedurally generated. So we still have these levels. These are the penultimate, sort of, well, not penultimate, the ultimate levels that you get to at the end of a dungeon run. But it's more like session based, and there's timers where you have to like rescue civilians that have been like trapped and stuff like that. So what I want to do is sort of like jump in and just make a level. So what we've got to do is find this level. So we've already got like a setup for this. So if I we're using Dungeon Architect, which I've linked in the description. We're also using a lot of the Cinti assets. So we're using Cinti assets. So I've actually got to do some quick work and delete a bunch of stuff that I was doing for testing. So we'll get rid of those. I should really save this level. Probably without the dungeon generated, and commit that to our project stuff. So also really need to set up like a way to sort of like pause the visuals of the stream. So I'm just going to do that. BRB, this one. Just going to browse for that. We've got a BRB picture. Look at that, that can go underneath here. That does not work. Put it here. Maybe. So this is the first time I've streamed in ever. Maybe I'll put this guy down here. Gads.cool. Yeah, so now I can do stuff in the background assumedly, which is pretty cool. So what am I doing? I am just going to commit some work. So apparently I've got some changes, so I need to double check. Alright, so I am still technically here. I'm just kind of figuring out what I'm doing. This is like stream number 1 of maybe many, because I think it would be fun to kind of show some of the stuff I've been building over the last 9 months in my downtime. It's actually crashed as well, which wasn't cool. So yeah, I just need to double check a couple of files. This is like me figuring out the sort of stuff that is safe to show, and stuff that's like, oh, that might let someone get access to our to our GitHub or whatever, which would be less than ideal. And so we'll figure this out. So we got, all I did was delete a thing. Okay, cool. Well, I can commit that. Clean up blueprints. Story of my life is cleaning up blueprints all the time, every day. So push that work and then get back to it. So just get rid of this. This cool little shader we made for guards at one point. Okay, so let's make some levels. So one of the things, just back to the video actually, that the awesome YouTuber made. They started playing. They came to this tavern and they kind of had a good time just looking around the environment, just being like, whoa, this place is dark and grim, and there's beams hanging from here, beams. And so that was pretty fun, and I really liked this level. This is something that the guy I'm working with made. So that's Wilder Zone, and they got the Discord link down in the description as well. So go have a look at that. So yeah, I liked this level. I really liked the style, and what I want to do for an hour is basically harvest everything I can from this level into its own dungeon generated level. So so let's go do that. So first thing I want to do is duplicate the bits that I need from this lower city dungeon that we've made. And again, I'll before I crack on, I'll show you exactly what this dungeon does. So if I build the dungeon, we've got all these modules. These modules are created like this. You can, every time you play, it's like a different dungeon run, and you'll get different levels that you encounter, different enemies every time, different objectives as well. So sometimes it's like save a bunch of hostages. Sometimes it's collecting evidence back to the APC room. So this is our like guards APC. You filter out the back of this guy. You go do your missions. And for anyone who's not seen the gameplay, it kind of looks like this. So we're about to subdue perps. Whoa, because I played from a location, I jumped from the sky. So you get this guy. He's a chieftain, he's got 10 health, this guy's got 5 health, he's a little bit annoying as well. And I got destroyed. And so that's the generally what happens. So I'll try one more time as well, see if I actually start at the beginning of the map. Cool, yeah. So this is your starting area. You've got like some backup health potions if you're taking a lot of damage. We're here to do a job. We gotta clean the streets. We've got our APC, we're set up with our cages, and we've got our banners. So we run into the streets here. We find all these enemies, can throw stuff around. These are the runners, so they're a little bit faster. Oh, I just killed a guy, I didn't mean to do that. Quick, arrest this guy. So we get to arrest people, which keeps our kill count down. Oh, I keep accidentally killing them. Alright, cool. So for game developers out there, this is all like GPU Niagara blood that actually like reacts to, or usually reacts to things moving around the scene. You can kind of see the weapon kind of can pick it up. Anyway, so we got some arrested people. We can take them back to our APC. Come here, guys. You're arrested. You're under arrest. So they go lie down, waiting for their, waiting for the extraction. So you run through the level, and you basically do this. So it's just like wacky fun when you're playing with your friends. It gets really sort of intense, especially as you start like taking damage. You can see at the bottom left I've only got so much health. Should really make that hammer not blockable by fists. Yeah, so I got absolutely destroyed there. Cool. So that's the kind of game that we got, and yeah, let's just make some more content. So we know the goal. The goal is we're going to create this kind of level. The link for this video by Cartoonz, by the way, is in the description as well. So I like this. It's this kind of red, dingy, sort of like dark looking, you know, like grim dark style inspired stuff. And we're just going to rip it from the old level that we made and the old demo that you can play on Steam right now. That level's in that build, but because we're making a new version with the generation, we're going to miss out on some of that cool story. So I want that cool story. I'm just going to check chat because I've not done streaming before. Your mic is super low, so let's change that. Well, I can bring the microphone a lot closer, and maybe that will help. But that's about all I can do there. I do want some background music though. Okay, so new folder. We'll call this Lower City Slums, like this really dark, broken down slums area. We'll take some module databases, some dungeon flows, which I think we're just using Lower City. So we'll take that, and that's all we're gonna take for now. We'll take those into the slums, copy that, and we'll just rename these things. Whoops. Okay, dungeon slums. I want to rename our module database to slums as well. I actually have to clear out this module set as well. Okay, so we've got our slums, we've got our DF for slums, although I think we're going to keep them mostly the same. The idea was that we'll just do like corridor rooms, and then a terminal. So, okay, so the first thing, I'm going to delete everything in that module database. So that's gone. In the slums itself, we open that up. We got this. One of the first things I'm going to quickly do is just change that lighting so that we're in the right style of scene. So delete all the lighting. Put this guy in MISC. I want to grab the right lighting, so if we add levels, add existing, I think it's this one. So that's cool. We'll save this level. We're just missing a moon, so I want that moon. In fact, what I could do is I could go to the outliner. I could add a level actually. I could just add level _ tavern. That might do it. That's a bad idea. Let's just open the tavern. This will take a second because it's a little bit big. I'll jump back and have a look at this chat stuff. Hey dude, popping off, but keep it going. Looking great. Yeah, cool. Cheers. IJ, yeah. Cheers. Warning, the stream's current bitrate is really bad. It's lower than recommended. We recommend that you use a bitrate of 6800. Can I change that? Can I change that live? Can I change the bitrate? Stream. Output? Bitrate. Oh yeah, look at that. I could just go up. I could go all the way up. There we go. Maybe it's better now. Okay. So I will just carry on. It looks like there's a weird delay on the stream app actually, which I don't understand. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We'll figure this all out. We'll figure it out. Cool. So guards. Cool. Where was I? I was looking at the awesome sky that we made for this level. So what level is this in? In Unreal, you can right click on this outliner and you can add additional information to it. So I want to know what level this it's in. It's in the base level, and we've actually got a second moon. We've got 2 moons. This moon does nothing. We'll delete the first moon. We'll keep this moon. Okay, and we want all these clouds as well. Okay, so that's just one layer. Let's move this to a folder. Just call it Moonlight. Can move this to that folder as well, Moonlight. So it's oob. It's into the folder oob. I don't really want it under the oob folder. I want it under the regular level folder. There's a lot of stuff going on in this level. Can I hide a bunch of stuff? I mean, I just want the moon. I kind of want these. These are an interesting tool I made. In fact, I want all of the fog as well. The fog's really cool too. Adds a little bit of atmosphere to the scene. I want everything. I want to recreate this as a dungeon. Okay, what time are we at? We're at 10:26. Double check the old chat because I don't have a way of checking it. I mean, I'm gonna need to like get my phone or something set up next to me, but I've only got one screen. I'm on like an IKEA table from like 2010. Maybe we'll upgrade. Okay, so moon, this. I also want to know. So these are all easy fog. This was made by. There's like a popular guy on YouTube who does Unreal Lighting. I forget his name. Sorry, but yeah, he does some great stuff. He's pretty great. Let's make a new. Man, it gets difficult because I want to be able to grab all of this at the same time. So I guess we'll just add it to lighting because it's technically part of lighting. I want these background elements, which are just under the oob. So we'll rename this to backdrop. I want to also put the backdrop into the lighting folder because that would make more sense because it's like, I guess I could rename lighting to backdrop at that point. Destruction, lighting, backdrop, cool. So we got some bats, we got some, we don't really want the fire, but we'll figure that out later. Easy fog, we want all of that. And we just want the moon and this. So we'll copy all of that. You watch this crash. This will probably crash. So we're just going to save everything that was there. And now we're in this level. Ta-da! Should have a moon. Awesome. So if I were to ask for the dungeon, which will be an objective, yeah. Randomize and build. I'd immediately face problems, but I can kind of at least see the general layout of what's going on. So if I take all of this stuff and just move it to generally encompass the play space, that would be cool. And then because we're going in that direction, I want that atmosphere, the moon, to be on this side. So we'll do that. Chat check. Nothing going on. It's cool. So, yeah, I guess if I save and play, we'll see what we're looking like. And we got about another half an hour. Okay, so oh, I know what's happened. So I actually didn't tell this lighting layer here to be actually loaded. So change this to always loaded. Save all the things. Hit play. So when I make the modules for this, there's going to be a lot of grim hanging dudes and stuff like this. So yeah, so we're back. We're back. We're in that original style. Oh, I just got hit by drugs. Drugs. And I just got hit by drugs. I got him again. I need to really get this guy. I'm not going to get this guy. Okay. Turns out, getting hit by getting hit by myth, we called it, like okay. I have a level. Here we go. So I'm just going to double check the stream. It says excellent connection, so that's good news. It's good news. We're running through. We're fighting perps. I forget that I can't steal their weapons anymore. I like literally changed that this morning. Alright. So it's working anyway. This needs to be lowered a little bit to get it a little bit more in line with the level. So we'll just do that. Grab the Mega Towel. So this is a cool tool that I would like to expand on one day. So basically it's a spline that you can just draw cities with. And I just broke it. And I just immediately broke it. Yeah, PCG, which is like a new tool in Unreal. It's pretty cool. It's got its own little issues, so sometimes you have to go in. There we go. Sometimes you have to go in manually and like clear out some of the accidentally duplicated stuff that it leaves behind, and maybe I'm using it wrong, but this hasn't steered me wrong yet, so I basically go in. I think I'm deleting the wrong section. Because there is like a component here that you can clean up. Yeah, and when you clean up it would have actually, yeah, so I deleted the wrong ones. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 4 of these guys, we're going to delete them all. So that's those guys gone. And then we can regenerate these. I have to click clear and then regenerate. I guess because I had to delete stuff manually. So we delete all that. That's looking better, I think. Clean up, delete. Alright. It's too small, right? But I can't just scale it because I'll lose all these cool skies. Another thing I'm missing actually that I forgot to copy over if I go back to the tavern is these like large towers that we had. So let's go back to the tavern level and grab these funky towers. So this is just another one of those set dressing kind of ideas where I try and tell this story that this is like an alternate future mega medieval place. So we'll copy those, go back to our dungeon slum. Okay, so let's continue. Paste. So I guess these were, oh yeah, because I moved some stuff, so I'll just move these over. Yeah, it's just like slightly occluded by some fog in various directions. I can shove these towers into the folder backdrop, which means when I pick them, yeah, we've got all this stuff. What's this fire going on? I don't need this fire. I want these bats, but these bats are probably gonna be inside of sort of like the modules themselves for the dungeon generator, which I will get to shortly once the backdrop of the scene is done. I'm just going to increase the scale of the backdrop because the dungeon's a little bit too small. So save often. Don't ever forget to save often. Do that. Got the towers, got the towns. Oh, I need the fog as well, because the fog is tied. It's sort of designed, right? So let's just try scaling it outwards. Oh yeah, that totally didn't work. So because I saved, and I know that not Cinti, my PCG thing is broke, I'm just going to reload the level. How do we increase the scale of all this then? There's got to be an easy way to do this, which I think is just going to be the case of like, get a new blank actor, stick it at 0 in the world, reparent all of those actors to this actor. So I'll take everything except the bats, and I'll put all of that onto the... Oh, this actor needs to be movable. It's not going to let me attach stuff because it's not the right shape. I really need to change my dungeon navigation settings as well, because it's like it's regenerating them all the time. Can I please make you movable? You are movable. Why can't I? Okay, I can stick all of these on here. But then I can't take these guys? Can't attach a static fog to a dynamic. Okay. Congratulations, fog. You're about to become dynamic. This is probably bad for business, but the more dynamic things you have in your scene, it's sort of like it adds some processing to sort of like load times and stuff. Okay, so now that is all just one actor. I can just make it 2 times scale, and then I can try my dungeon 1, and just build that. And so now we can play a whole dungeon, and I'll just randomize it a few times because I want to see that it doesn't go outside those bounds under any scenario. There we go. So we have established that it's not big enough, and there is a little science behind how big you want it, because it will start just feeling uncanny at a certain point. I mean, it probably already feels pretty uncanny when I'm stood down in this dungeon. It's just like, oh my god, these enormous buildings. But what I can do, I can do something about that. I'm gonna save first. Basically, instead of it sizing up those PCG elements, we just expand them. So yeah, that's a little uncanny. So what we'll do is the towers can stay how they are, but the towns, the 4 towns, I'll set these to world scale, and so those are back to what they were. Drag them around, so like generally line them up as the original intent was, like this tiered sort of setup. So, and then all we do is from a top-down perspective, we grab our points and we just move them out. And then we grab these points. And before I continue, just a quick stream check. Yeah, cool. So we're still doing good. We're still streaming. That's honestly, I haven't done this in a long time. I did it once, like, yeah, well, I say once, I did it for a period of time many years ago, before I actually got a job in the industry, back when I thought I was, you know, cool independent dude. Now I'm a cool independent dude with actual experience. So, and the reason that I'm streaming this is because, you know, it's going to be interesting to some people. Some people are going to learn stuff. But really, yeah, I want to raise the awareness of guards, and I want to have something that just motivates me to just sit down for like an hour and just do a body of work on this game. So you can see here I've got this issue where like it thinks it's got 2. So we look at these, we'll come down and we delete these. Bam. Cool. So now Let's just go have a look. Oh, it looks really bad. It looks terribly terrible. But we'll fix it. We will fix it. So we just lower this stuff down. Oh, not the sky. It's really hard to click on these things. There's just too many invisible actors around. So grab that one. And we'll grab that one. Hit play. I should have saved. Okay. So, okie dokie. So, someone's telling me to change something. I will. Oh, I can't even see the city now, so I'll have to raise it. But now that they're all aligned, I can just raise all 4 of them. So, just raise them all up. Alright. I can just about see it over that side. Give myself a load of health. Just gonna have a run around. It's cool. We're getting something. Oh, that was the wrong way. Whoa. Ow, my face. What's this? Where's the moon? Oh, it's over there. Alright, nice. And then we have this room at the end. So I'm just looking like over the boundaries, and I can't obviously see any of the other city, but it is back there. It is back there. Just raise it a little bit more. Oh yeah. Oh. Do I need more layers? No, that's the edge of a house. Okay, this is looking good. Question mark? This is looking good, question mark. These are all like hierarchical instant static meshes, so they cost like nothing to render in the background. Same with these towers. And these towers are so far away that you can't really see the detail. They're really just for set dressing in the background, so. Moody. Very moody. Now we just need hanging bodies. We got some bats in the sky. That's pretty cool. I mean, I could just turn this into a lighting layer, honestly. I've got about 45 minutes left, so I would like to show you guys the creation of some of these tiles. What's this guy doing? Sir? Cease and desist. Oh. Well, I knew that was coming. I did it on purpose. Anyway, so let's have a look. Should I duplicate one of these? I should totally duplicate one of these. I'll save first because I haven't done that in a while. Duplicate it, move it down, come up here, grab the points, bring them in. This makes it nice and easy. I love this tool. And press play. Alrighty, looking back on myself, yeah, that's better. Cool, so we've got this big city around the outside. I can hardly see it half the time. It kind of upsets me a little, that there's not many opportunities to see that work that I've just made, which is essentially a telltale sign of how much effort something should take, is how often is it even going to be in the user's view. And I've just spent about half an hour on something that I can barely see and didn't see in this entire level because of the way that it generated. Is there anything I can do about that? Is there anything I can do? I mean, it is just essence because of how, yeah, I don't know. We'll move on. We'll move on. So we'll move the towers over a bit. Move this stuff over. Sable. So someone asked me to check something. Move your links, they said. So I'm going to move my links. So what do we want? We want this at the top, because that's the game we're making. That'll do. Save. Alright, cool. So, what else are we doing? We are going to build some modules. So, modules are cool, and I'm going to try a new way of making them, because usually we do our modules in a separate level, and that has its own issues. So, what I'll do is I'll just create a new level, an empty level. We will put it into dungeons, lower city slums, and we'll just have a folder called modules. This will be module underscore, we'll do a corridor first. Actually, we will do a corridor first. We will do a corridor A. So we have corridor A. I'm going to put it in a folder here called modules. So these will never actually get loaded by this level, because they're like blueprint loaded. You can see this little dot here means it's not going to be loaded by default, and I can basically put whatever I want in here. So another tool that we have is called the actor palette. So I'm going to create an actor palette. I'm going to choose, don't know if this is going to work, level tavern. That did not work. Open level tavern. Let's open level tavern 2. So now we have that whole level. Yeah, but it's just the base level, so that's not the level that we want. We want a different level. We want tavern deco. Okay, so now we actually have, can I select multiple? We cannot select multiple things, but I'm going to make it unlit so we can see it all. I'm basically going to turn this section and this corridor into a module that we can then use. So, whoa, such a interesting tool, especially as it keeps highlighting everything. Don't really like that it's highlighting everything, but click, drag, click, drag. Have I crashed it? Have I broke it? I may have broken it. Bam! A floor. Okay. First things first, every good level needs a floor. These need to be built at 0 as well, so I'll actually hide a bunch of stuff. There we go. Can I hide this guy as well? Hide all the objective stuff. What's this? I don't want to hide the skylight. Okay, so we got a floor. That is the start of all good corridors. I think it's like, yeah, it's too wide. Another thing that I need to actually make sure I do think about, in fact, is the scaling of these rooms, these modules, because if I don't think about it, I'll forget, and nothing will fit together. So we've got a grid in this world that is about 250 units. I need to drag a player model in. So player template. Let's drag this guy in for scale. Alright. That's pretty good. And then I'll say, so if I go 2.5, that would be a wall. That would be a wall, maybe? Question mark. Let's just grab a wall. So these are all the Cinti assets, by the way. I linked that in the comments as well, because I've really enjoyed using them, and I like sharing information. Yeah, so 2.5 is a wall. So for that corridor we were looking at, I would say, well, I can at least say it's 3 buildings wide, 4 buildings wide, and it's sidewalk straight long. I can't use those packed blueprint actors for this, so I won't. Alright, cool. So Oh, it's all decisions. Every decision takes a minute. And so this guy, let's just see how many of these is this guy. Can I have my grid on, please? There we go. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 wide. If I move him along a bit, let's put him 1, 2, 5. Yeah, cool. So, all right, we'll do 2 of those wide. Let's get this and just set this to 10. All right, 10 by 10. Stick that in the middle of the world. Let's move everything onto our grid. Okay, so for the first section, we're going for the first corridor. We're at minimum going to be something like this long, I think it was, from the reference. So yeah, we're basically just trying to recreate this guy. So this looks like all dirt as well, all dirt except for these floor pieces. So let's take that dirt and just slam it across. Whoa, can I just hide these for a second? Maybe that was a bad idea. Give me those back. Let me see the floors. One thing I need to remember to do as well is not completely ignore folder structure. So what we'll do here is this is going to be in a folder called Corridor A. At minimum, there's some naming. Let's move these up. Sure, it doesn't need to be science. No, 250 is too big. 125. Cool. Okay. So we've got these floor tiles. We'll move along these. One thing to just add variation is just rotate them, but you can't tell really because it's all the same. It's all low poly. I don't think anyone cares about that. So we need, what else do we need for this particular module? All the buildings. Let's bring all these buildings in. So this guy was down here. No, I don't want another one. Or at least I don't think I want another one. So now we're just decorating. Now we're already making a level. Takes a little bit of setup, but I think once I've got my like my templates down, it's going to become a lot faster. Another thing I always found confusing was when these doors don't actually face stuff. So we're going to try and obfuscate some of that information, like this. So you start and you're like, ooh, moody town. Pretty cool. This guy needs a gate. You're not allowed through there. And because you can't go through there, we're going to need to allude to the idea that there is something else beyond, you know, make an illusion of this. So, in fact, you know what? This could actually be an entrance. Let's do that. Let's make this. This will be a snap connector. Will it? It would be like boards, so you'd actually go through here. Okay, well, we'll figure that out in a little bit. So that'll actually be an entrance. We'll We've got this like broken down building right here. Who's pretty cool. So stick him around. So my job's just made easier because someone else actually did the hard part. I think that might be a BPP. No, it's not. Okay. I don't want any BPPs. Wait, what's going on there? Whoa. Okay. So 180 degrees on that guy. Bring him back. Awesome. Now he's occluding the tower, which we don't want. So I'm just keeping it on the grid. Keep it on the grid. Until I realise that this asset isn't on the grid at all. So it doesn't work. Alright. Next guy. Something like this. It's pretty cool. Alright. Save everything. Alright, check chat because maybe someone's talking, but no one is talking, so that's all good. And just crack on. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop for... What is this? This is a crypt. That is pretty gothic. That does fit this section of the game. Let's get some more buildings. Whoa. Whoa. So which way around is that guy? This way? Yeah, I feel like he's that way. And then what the original designer has done is shoved this board like right on the window because I don't want you to see in, which I will need to do a little bit more manual off-grid work for that. He's also depressed this into the ground, but that's okay. So stick to that. Got another guy. This is an optimized building. This is such a waste of like geometry, but it all gets instanced down anyway, and we haven't noticed a problem so far. So if it ain't broke, like, don't fix it, I guess. Right, I want to get some of these assets in. Boom, boom. That's not. That is a BPP. We can't use it. We're not allowed to use BPP. We're literally not allowed to use it because it will crash the game. I'll take. Can I? I want the railing. There we go. Okay, so we're getting some assets in here. Oh, we want this roof. Is this a BP? No. Cool. I want this ivy. And I want this ivy. And I want this ivy. And I want that. I think that's the same thing. Oh, don't tell me that's a BP. That is a BP. Goddamn. Okay. Well, I'd like this and this. Cool. Little bit of pants going on. So we're starting to recreate it. One of the things that really made this introduction to this level really cool is this evil tree with hanging dudes on it, which is also a BP. God damn. Alright, well, I'm just going to close that for now. We can come back to it later. So we stick this guy over here. That's all good. So when you're here, you're just like, what? You come around this corner, like this will be an entrance, and you'll come around and be like, oh god, that's grim. Oh, that is a BP roof. God damn it. Can I extract this? Can I just turn this into a working actor? Like, I want a bunch of individual actors would be awesome, because I would just do that. But I guess not. So we got roof ruins. 1, 2, 3. We'll take those. Alrighty, what time are we at? We're at 11. I've got half an hour. I'm probably not even going to get one module done. At least we've learned something here, which is it takes longer than I used to anticipate, and I'm using a level that's already made. Can I reopen the actor palette? I suppose I should save everything first. Tools, actor palette. Open the last level. Yes. Go unlit. This bit here. What I can do is bring that in and then look at what it's using, which is environment wall and trim top, and also environment pillar. Okay, so pillar square. I think it's this one? Yeah. So we'll get 2 types of wall in, and then we'll get trim top, which is this one. So I need to scale this. Cool. Alrighty. That's cool. Alright, so we're doing something. We're getting somewhere. I've got to put those little railings on top, because those were part of the aesthetic. So once I've done one of these, and it's not using the blueprint packed level actors, which cause a bit of an issue, they basically crash the game, then I'll be able to start really like speeding up, because I'll just take this one corridor and I'll just start making others. Yeah, cool. Alright. Oh, I'm slightly off center. And if you know anything about people who make levels, they'll rotate everything. Actually, ignore that. They'll literally scale and rotate everything. Well, they might not scale it. Okay, so we've got these 2 big pillars that are the trim pieces. Oh, these are a little bit too high. Let's just bring these down one. Yeah, that'll do. This was behaving as a trim piece. Do I need it? Do I need? First, let's just line this alleyway with the actual building. Oh, I gotta pick some more stuff. Whoops. Is that everything? That seems to be everything. Set my snap back to 125. Cool. That's gonna be fun. It's really far. It's really far back from how I remember this scene going. Have I done it wrong? I haven't really done it wrong. It's even closer than it was in the demo. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I think there's probably a little bit of finagling, they call it. So we'll just take... Can we take some more buildings? What buildings can we take here? We'll take you. You've been promoted. This entire building. Why is it so offset? It really actually bothers me that that's that offset. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of an off kilter. Comes in like this. Then we've got some stuff to clean up over here as well. So I've got to like hide this at some point. I will also align that to the floor at some point. These floor meshes I'll actually keep, but I'll color them in the color of the floor. Which means if there's ever anything going past the floor, it won't matter. Because all the floor is dirt colored. Genius. No one will ever know. This is a little bit further too far forward. Just bring that back. Duplicate a little bit of this. Whoa. Why is it doing that? I don't want you to do that. Yeah, so we'll bring that over like this. We'll fatten this guy out. This is what I love about these low poly models as well, is you can just scale them. It doesn't seem to care. Like it tends to look good either way. Like often, you know, you don't want to do that because you're going to break like texture density and like things are going to look bad generally when you do that. So people are just, don't scale the models. What are you doing? Not in Cinti. In Cinti you can just do it. Cool. So that's that stuff. This guy was like wedged over here for gothic vibes, so that was cool. Yeah, we're starting to see the intro scene from the original video that was made, so by Cartoonz and H20. So that was super cool of them for playing. It's a lot brighter actually in that demo. It's one thing I'm noticing. It's nice and bright, and this is kind of dark. So we can go to our skylight, we can scroll down, we can just press 2, 3, 2. We can get our directional, and we can, oh god, it's already pretty high. Well, we'll leave it there for now. I don't want to go too overboard, because if I do go overboard... Oh, another thing is the light's actually coming from that moon, so that would actually brighten up the scene a lot. So we'll just rotate the sun. Hello, sun? There we go. Something like this. Cool. So that's Control L, if anyone's wondering. Okay, so we got the ivy, the moss. Sorry. So let's just turn that moss and stick it to the walls. Yeah, there's going to be a pass on this module at some point where every one of these sort of like floating object, I turn off basically the grid snap, which I'm currently just avoiding because I'll turn it off and then I'll forget that I turned it off and then I'll never turn it back on and then everything will be messed up. So I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to leave it on for now. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. So we got some cool wire design. Shove this here. This is honestly just like a mental break, because usually what I'm busy doing is I'm building features. I'm building like blueprints. I'm building weapons. I'm building enemies. I'm building tools that help with building the levels. Did I already say that? And so yeah, this is actually a nice little brain break and makes you really appreciate as well the time it takes to create something that feels sort of, you know, lived in, realistic. Oh, we got some Zed fighting. We don't want that. Is that okay? That's okay. We can allow that. All right. So first module is still ongoing. I think I accidentally imported some BPPs in here. BPPs. So we just got these guys. Yeah, we got the BPP spooky tree. So I need to break that out into its respective elements. So it sucks. Can I edit it? Oh, loading the level instance. I don't want to do that. Can I cancel? Okay. Yeah, so what are we at? So we're basically trying to cut this guy into pieces. So we got a dead tree. Got a dead tree. There's a lot of dead trees. We'll take this one. So we got a dead tree. Where was that in the original? It was like right up in the air. So that's cool. We'll stick it right over here. Okay. Can I actually have it like crawling over the edge of the... That would be pretty cool. Yeah, like it's actually like... Have you ever seen it when a tree's just like growing out of the concrete somewhere? It's like, whoa, how did that? How did nature do that? Yeah, cool. Alright, so we're going to just quickly block in a bunch of these things that I forgot to block in before. That'll do. Cool. Might actually stick a BP. So we made a torch. It's a wall torch. One of the guys that used to work on the project found a pretty cool sound for it too. So that can just go in there. So as the player comes in, they're like, oh, oh. And from the other direction, well, they're not going to see it. They'll see a little bit of fire and be like, what's in there? Alright. Save again. Oh, so yeah, we need the dead bodies. I do flip between things as and when I remember them. So we need a noose. It was noose. Prop noose 1. Prop noose 1. So we take that, and then the next one. 2, 3. A noose bundle. Okay. So the bundles actually go on the tree branch. There's 3 bundles. There's noose bundle 2. And noose bundle not. I hate that bleed PPs don't work in this. Okay, so we've got the gallows bodies as well. We'll take both of those. Where did I put that noose? It's around here somewhere. There it is. I should probably take all this stuff and just build it slightly out of the way. So we'll just build it all over here in the blinding light. God, this must have taken ages to set up. You know what I reckon? Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm just going to save this quickly. I'm thinking that this wasn't made by hand, or someone made it by hand, but it was someone else. So I reckon that Cinti probably made this, which means I can just go and have a look. Maps. Crypt. This looks like something that would exist in a crypt. And we've only got 13 minutes left, so it was fun hanging out. Realizing how long it takes to make modules. This will be like an ongoing thing, but I just wanted to sort of try it out, have a break from programming. But yeah, I'll do more of these streams. I would love to have suggestions for like, oh yeah, this item would be cool. Can you make this for the game? Can you make that? Like, just suggest something, and I will attempt to build it in front of your eyes. If it's something that already exists in the game, or if I've got 5 hours and you want vehicles, although I'm not super keen on that. Actually, the crypt was a bad idea. Crypt was not the graveyard. I didn't see graveyard, but yeah, something collaborative is always fun. There's a lot of stuff made for this project at this point over the evenings, the last 9 months. So, you know, we've got throwable items, we've got weapons, we've got enemies that we can create, we've got like dungeons that we can generate, we've got types of missions that we can do. There's tons of physics in the game, like actors that you can blow up with certain items as well. So it's like walls can only be broken by like heavy weapons or explosives, but most other stuff can be sort of destroyed by anything really. Oh yeah, would you look at that? I'm just going to steal this guy right from here. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, it's all in pieces, so it's nice and modular. You can do what you want with it, which I really appreciate from those guys. Do we need the third guy? Why not? Why not? What else would add some good atmosphere to the scene that I'm working on right now. We'll just stick to the original plan. Dungeon slums. Dungeon slums. Might actually go till 12, so that I can actually get this set up as a module. All right. So, I'm just gonna delete these guys out and paste this guy in. And so all I've done is grouped it. So now I can just grab that group anytime I want it in another tile, let's say. Okie dokie. Is that good? Is that good? Is that good? It looks like it was like a little bit slightly further out actually. Look at this. I've just noticed as I look at this screenshot of the actual video that there's just like a little floaty guy. There's a little floaty model there. So there's loads of cool extra wooden like mess lying around that we'll add as well. So I've still got this. Just come over here. No, over here. Yeah, it's this. I like this. Hopefully that's not a blueprint, yeah. So that's cool. Get a couple of these. So these are just adding that aesthetic that stuff is broke, stuff is old. In this district in particular, it's like a really rundown, abandoned kind of area, which is why gangs have taken it over. I'm guessing there's like some sort of plague here at some point. There's all those like red crosses on the doors and stuff like that. So it's got its own little narrative just straight up from the art itself. Environmental storytelling. Alright, so that goes in there. You got these like bits of wood sticking off the top. That's all good. The only thing that we're missing at this point is like, you know, general piles of, oh my gosh, what happened here? Oh right, yeah, that's the floor. Piles of rubble, so we'll just stick them in, get a couple of piles of rubble going on. That's super cool. Oh right, yeah, so we got this guy. I want that. I want that one. Okay, so this is a fence, a pillar, and a stone wall. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so it's this fence. It's this stone wall. Ah, and this stone pillar. Cool. Alright. It looks like what they've done is duplicated this over, lifted it up, brought this guy along. Bob's your uncle. Oh, wait. No. I don't really want to put them overlapping. Ah, no one's going to notice. Okay. So we'll Control G on that. Oh, Control G on that. Okay, so now we've got this thing. Can make a couple of these. So this was just so that we could have 2 doors. We'll use these doors because these are a little bit more fitting for this environment, I feel like. I need to figure out how to flip these properly because I know that there is a way. I've done it in another level. I might actually go and have a quick look. Just save all of this. That was pointless creating that massive fence. Why did I create this fence? This. Right. I'm just gonna move this fence. I'm gonna have to move it to like. I'll tell you what. Let's do it right now. Modules, level, create new, empty. Yes, we're gonna call it module underscore slums assets, and I'm just gonna move. I didn't like that, but it's done now. I really messed this up. I really messed this up. Now I've got to go. Now I've got to go find. I don't know why it's moaning at me about everything I click. There was a much smarter way of doing what I just did, but I did it that way, and I'm sticking to it. This wall needs to go. Somewhere inside this wall is a fence. That fence needs to go, and as you can see, that is why I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it that way. That's a terrible idea. No. I want to go here. And see, I'm getting into the territory now where I'm gonna have to like do little things. Let's go back to the 25. Right. Nope. I can't have it. There we go. Save all of that. I'm gonna open up. We're gonna go and have a look at another level. So in this level, we've got some doors that are inverted and work, and I can't remember how I did it. So this is one of them. Did I just flip it upside down? I did. It's just upside down. It's fake. It's fake. Yeah, look, the little handles are. This guy's sad. This guy's happy. Okay, so that's all that is. So we go back to the slums. I'll give myself another half an hour on this stream. Okay. Alrighty. So where are we at? Where are we at? We're going back in. We're gonna finish a module. I promise. And we're gonna do the dumbest hacky thing, and we're just gonna make this. It's the other door. And if you just rotate it a bit, I never noticed. So that's cool. And then we'll also have a cart. So this guy goes here, and he's like right in the middle of the street, which means he gets to have a notice, which is one of these, another little story driver. It's a little thing that allows us to sort of paint the scene that you're these dudes going through the streets and just being a pain. Being a pain. Gods. Being gods. Parking ticket. Illegal parking. It's in the way. It's illegal parking. So to make this work and actually destroy, in the event that you destroy the cat before the thing, you just have to attach it. So that's that. Save all. I probably just put a bunch of that stuff into the wrong level. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at this. All this stuff is in the wrong place. Wait, there's probably a really easy way to do this. If I hide... and then I just go to the outliner, I've got a torch, a couple of doors, a bunch of nooses and rubble pits. Yeah, that's all good. That all goes into my module. So one thing I can do to fix that next time is I can actually lock... Yeah. It's going to be sad because I think the group got ungrouped, but that's fine. We can always group it again later. Yeah, it gets upset when you move stuff between levels. That's one thing. Oh yeah, and another thing I can do is actually lock this level. What's that? I see you. I see you. What are you? Oh yeah, well I just locked it so I can't grab it. It's a noose rope and we don't need it. Cool. Maybe we did need that noose rope. Oh yeah. Well that's fine, because I've got another one. There we go. Right, suspension of disbelief. Okay, so I really need to finish the module. The last bit of the module is placing down some paths. So, whoa, path. And we've got some like broken. It's not those ones. Those ones are a little bit too clean. Yeah, it's like these guys. Not those guys. No, it's not those guys. Is it these guys? It's not those guys. So these guys. Yeah, these ones, I think. Maybe. I mean, I could find out by just dragging this in. And then, unfortunately, I can't use these. So I just come here and I say, oh, it's SM Environment Path Tile 1. Path Tile 1. Oh. Okay, so we take these and we just start, we have a look at the reference level. So they're built out to the end of this and they go all the way, there's some breakages. Oh, it's getting dicey now with the amount of geometry in this module. I can hardly see what I'm doing. No, I don't want that. I want that. Look, I told you about the snapping. I'm on 5 snapping. That is not ideal. Oh well. We're at almost deco. We're almost at deco only. I mean, I'm already decorating, to be honest. This is more decorating than I need to be doing. Because really, at this point, we should have tested whether it even runs. But it's one of those things with the modules that you don't really know until you get to the end which kind of assets are breaking the generator. And there's like a little tool. There's a little tool for that as well. Okay, so we just grab this. See, this would be another nice one for a PCG tool. You would just automatically drag all these out and it would be awesome. So how's he done this? So maybe these are a little bit flatter. Flatter? Can you tell I'm from England? So we move that over a bit. We move these down. I've got some Z fighting because I'm a fool. Okay, that's way too far out. It's far out, man. Oh, also, I'm a dad, so I will make a fool of myself freely and openly, because now I've got someone to embarrass other than me. So I get even more out of it. Okay, so we're there, and then we got some on the other side, which just rounds out the sort of corridor feel. This way of working with the modules is also really nice because it's essentially, there's a GDC talk that I always talk about at work, called Action Blocks. It's by the guys from Respawn, I think. Well, anyway, the guys that made oh my god, a really big game, Titanfall. And so they kind of did a GDC talk on this idea of, well, what if you just made all of the game in small chunks? And find out, what's fun. Find the fun, and then put your game together afterwards. So they did that, and it worked. I think it worked really well because I really enjoyed that game, and I would hazard a guess that a lot of other people really enjoyed that game because it did wildly successfully, and it's made by a huge AAA company. Well, I say huge. I mean, it probably wasn't massive back at that time. Stick these guys in. Oh, you're big. You are huge. Let's put you over here. So one of the things that we found out about this game is, when you're coming down a corridor and a dude just suddenly appears from the left like some sort of Pokemon, it works really, really well. Really, really well. So we'll be doing that a lot in these modules. Especially because it's like slightly grimdark. It's going to be that moment of like, oh my god! Ah! Sorry if I made anyone jump. Supposed to be going with the idea of low key, so we could do ASMR. Game dev for your amygdala. Oh, we got a little guy up here. Little cheeky wooden thing to give it some grim feel. Some slummy feel, I should say. Yeah, that works. It's got that wooden vibe. Well, this doesn't work because, we'll just do it that way. Okay. We're 20 minutes. We've got 20 minutes until lunchtime, where I'm at. And one thing we're missing is a room for this dungeon to attach to. And the fact that it's like an S-bend isn't perfect. But but we'll see. So one thing I need to do is just sort of like identify. I think my rooms are gonna be too long, which would work as long as the entrances are only one wide. So what I'll do quickly is actually build out a second room. Create a new empty module underscore room underscore A. I need to name these again. Actually, we'll do it right now. Module room A module underscore MS from Mega Slim, I guess, or Dark Slim. We haven't really named the area. We know it's called Mega Slims, so we'll call it Mega Slims. What did I call the folder? LCS. Okay, Lower C Slims. Room A. We'll do that. Save everything. I'm gonna rename this asset LCS underscore corridor. Just check the chat. I'm glad no one's talking to me on chat because I'm not looking at it. Everyone's just chilling, watching a little bit of stream. It looks really far behind though. I don't really know why it's so far behind. So I'm watching you guys and it's like, oh no, wait, I could just slide it. Oh, okay, there we go. I figured it out. I'm a smart boy. Okie dokie. Where are we at? We're at renaming these, so we've got modules LCS underscore assets, we'll call that. So if we hide corridor A, we get nothing, which is exactly what we want. And then if we grab these two floor pieces and move those to the room, we can start building our room out. Okay. So we've got a cool little floor area. I'm just going to make like the quickest hack job of this that I possibly can. Because I really want to get to the point where I'm generating something. That didn't work. Okay. That also didn't work. Alright, that should work. No, we don't want assets, we want this. Okay. Oh yeah, so what I can do is lock that level. Now I can okay. Apparently I can't lock that. Oh no, it's this level that I bet you that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we can lock that. We can just grab all this. Okay. Quick module. Let's just go top down. It's like it's on that grid, which is good. We'll go to 125. Come on. There we go. Super quick module. This is not, I don't think this is going to be like the right feeling for the level. But right now we're doing this so that I can create a module database and then actually generate the dungeon. Okay, so we come in. Just look at my corridor quickly. Let's just move this guy a little out the way. So it's this piece here is going to either be a wall or not a wall. And so I do have a connector for walls. Is it this one or is it this one? I actually can't remember which one it is. I'm just going to have to open it. Oh yeah, there's this weird bug where it does that. So this is really wide wall. I don't think that's the one I want. What's this one? This bug is kind of annoying. It just opens like a ton of snaps. So you get a basic wall or you get this door. And this is just something that we've set up before. So that could be the one. So if I put that in, what is this? So what I'm doing right now is just double checking that if this were to spawn, how would it actually look? And it wouldn't look terrible, basically. It wouldn't look terrible, but what we need to do is make sure that this thing is just nicely snapped to the ground. Then we just need these to be double-sided. Cool. I think it's going to be okay. I think. And same on the other side. I think. Oh. You're not on the grid, sir. That's a violation. I'm not having it. I'm not allowing it to beat me. Oh. It was literally 25 units off, so that probably is fine. Just bring this guy in. Alright. Okay, so we've got these snaps set up. I don't have two of those, do I? Cool. Control C on that one. Turn this one around. Because there's only a room, so it's always too wide. Two tiles wide. Yeah, so it'll go all the way over to there. For now, I'll just move this guy over. You'll do. Yeah, so we've got two snaps on this one. We've got this snap. And this one, which should, because I'm on the grid, touch it. Yep, cool. And we just need a little bit of extra wall. Although it's going to be too wide. Oh no, it'll be fine because yep, it's going to be fine. it's going to be fine. So just stick this something like this. Yep, sweet. Okay, so let's build these into modules now. So we've got 2 rooms, and this is where we find out it's just not going to work at all. So, right, we've got this room. We're going to stick level bounds down. Okay, so then we can go top down. Show me these level bounds. I don't think it likes it because there's all these other things around. Well, why can't I see it? Is it massive? Is it too small? I don't know if I'm on game mode or not. Oh, there we go. Well, now I can see them. So why can't I see it? Aha, here we go. So this is the bounds of my level. This guy is causing said bounds to be massive. One thing I've just remembered as well is I need to actually take everything and move it to the folder that I made. Question mark. Corridor A. Cool. So now if I were to hide corridor A, yeah. And then I just want my level bounds. Right, so yeah, it's not going to have a good time. So what we need to do is basically just tell all the buildings that they don't affect the level bounds. Not relevant. And so it gets a little bit smaller, which is good. Got some kind of pillar sticking out there. It's getting better. So this side is pretty much spot on. As long as it's within 100 units, it's going to be okay. 100 units is about a meter. So that's all good. It's not good on this side, so what you can do is go to show, bounds, advanced, bounds, and then just press Control A. You can kind of see what's causing it, which, to be honest, like, oh, I got lunch. Come in. Shortly, in 7 minutes. I don't think we're going to make it, but I will do a follow-up stream at some point to talk more about this stuff. Talk more about it, come up with ideas, have some fun, build some stuff. What we're looking at on the chat, we've got nothing on the chat, so we're all good. We'll just crack on. Yeah, it's like mostly talking to yourself, but I was looking at the numbers wrong. I heard that there was like 24 people, but I was mistaken. Oh, it's getting really annoying now. Why? Something is still messing with this this edge here, but we're just gonna have to try it out. So the other thing I need to do is check this room's bounds, which I will just turn off. everything. Everything else. We'll just put this in a folder called Room A. Whoa. Room A. So do that. And then we got level bounds. Oh, come on. Maybe the floor is oddly increasing the size of the bounds. Which bothers me, but it's not the end of the world. So now if we go to the content browser here, we look at the slums and we add 2 levels. We'll add LCS corridor. We'll add LCS room. We'll call this one arena. We'll call this one room. We'll also add, because we don't have one yet, LCS room as terminal. Save that. Graph grammar is corridor arena terminator. Performance, we look at the slums and we hit play, which we have failed. So that's to do with it's to do with the connectors. It's to do with the balance of the level. I will have to essentially. Oh, we don't have a spawn room. We don't have a spawn room. But that's okay, because we can add a spawn room. That would be why it's failing. I think that's why it's failing. It's not why it's failing. So we can go here, click this, build graph. Oh. Go here 1, go here 0, try again, we just get, okay, and then we can do one more test where we just say, okay, just build me an arena. Is that even going to work? That does work. Can I do an arena to a corridor? I cannot do an arena to a corridor. Oh, you know what? I forgot to press the magic button. Now can I do an arena to a corridor? I still can't do an arena to a corridor, so that still sucks. Sorry, a spawn room to a corridor. What was the name of spawn room? It is just spawn room. Yeah, that's a bummer. Not time wasted. We're closer to having like a theme that sort of fits the red kind of environment style that I was going for, which is cool. So it's just like what? It half worked. So, yeah. This is where I got to. Broken down buildings and stuff. Yeah. And we'll catch you guys maybe another time.